What's up, nerds? It's your boy, the OG GM, clout chasing and interfacing, coming to you live on a lovely spring morning here at Site B. It's the 8th day of May, 2023. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. It is about 64 degrees and gorgeous outside, but it's supposed to be humid because I can never be happy. And my allergies are telling me it's going to get weird today. But let's enjoy it for now. It's Mondays, which means it's time to take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game freebies, sales, and charity. Wait for it. Bundles! Bundles! I still don't know why I do that, but it's a thing now. All right, so this is all the bundles and stuff that is available this week from the various sites. Remember, as always, unless I specifically say otherwise, this is going to be a digital download PDF and nothing else. Since you are downloading PDFs and possibly computer programs, please, before you install or open anything, check them for viruses, check them for malware, check them for any little insidious little bug that might have been put in there, because they do happen and they do exist. They've happened to me. They've happened to other people. So yeah. And finally, in regards to the charity bundles, maybe just give directly to the charity instead of dealing with the third party of the bundle, unless it's a bundle of something you absolutely have to have, like with the Mr. Steffens charity bundle. Just give the money directly to him through his account or his GoFundMe. But that's just me. And someday I'll get in trouble for saying that. But for now, let's take a look. And as always, I will have links to anything I think is recognizably worth your time. And I will make fun of anything that I think is not. So let's start at the top of the list with this interesting looking fellow with a bag on his head. Some kind of bag wizard. I don't know what's going on here, but it's a cool picture. Let's see if we have an explanation from us. Dr. Chuck Tingle has created us Buckaroo Warlock from Marpoo's Marketplace, officially endorsed by Dr. Tingle himself, proving love is real. So basically, it's just a picture. I don't get it. Oh, so this guy said, I dare you to try and make a DM. Let me be your Warlock's patron. And then some guy actually managed to do it and posted a picture of him, of the Warlock he made. And this is the Warlock he made. And the Warlock's patron is Dr. Chuck Tingle, who I guess is a real person. All right, that makes sense now. Sometimes I wonder about the person who writes these. And then, of course, I have to deal with the way my brain interprets it. So sometimes we have to go over it twice or more. Chaosium has released a 12-pack of character record sheets for the rewrite of Basic Role-Playing 2023, the Universal Game Engine, the system that powers Call of Cthulhu. Many people consider Basic Role-Playing one of, if not the best role-playing system ever made. They recently released it post-OGL January Firestorm, and now they have some free character sheets for it. So if you're interested in getting those, I did actually post a link. There's a 5e adventure called Silent But Deadly. Really? It's a little late for April Fool's / poop jokes, but okay. And it's from Wormworks. Connor Sullivan has been resurrecting some old archetypes to use with Pathfinder 2nd Edition. So if you're looking for some old 3.5 love and having it converted to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, which is like, a completely different continent than 3.5. So I'm not sure. And then we also have from Pathfinder, we have some new classes. This one's called the Combat Medic Rogue, and it's for Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and it's from somebody named Goran. Cephras Engine from Old School Role-Playing has another new one for Traveler. This one's called Hive, and it deals with bees. So yeah, another new adventure for Traveler / General Space from Cephras from Old School Roleplay. They've had one a week every week for almost 4 months now. So these guys are really pushing the Cephras engine and the versatility of it, that they're able to make a new adventure every week. The creator of Everyone is John has now made an adventure called Everyone is Sir John, which is basically it's Everyone is John, but in the Middle Ages with like Arthurian stuff and magic. So if you're familiar with the role-playing / party game that is Everyone is John, you can now also play a medieval version of it. If you want to see playthroughs of Everyone is John, you can find them online. Yogcast did one like last Christmas and the Christmas before during the Jingle Jam. So that's how I became aware of it. DM's Guild has given us a new adventure. This one is from Lars Eric. It's called The Forgotten Ring of Candle Keep. You remember the Candle Keep adventure thing that they made for Forgotten Realms, right? Well, now this guy has said, hey, there's a wing that was completely forgotten about in that library. So I'm going to make an adventure set in that wing. We have a collection of taverns, village, farms, ruins, and ghost towns and caves, detailed and ready to use from Justin Sunkton. This is also on DM's Guild. We have from Thomas Lawrence, The Rivers Coast, a 6th level adventure for 5e over on the DM's Guild. From Micah Gumov, MYKYTAGUMEROV, we have Gremlins, who for 5e over in the DM's Guild, because I guess Gremlins aren't in the 5e Monster Manual. I don't know why they wouldn't be. Have there ever been? We've got another adventure called Contest for the Crown. This one is a little bit more historically fantasy oriented, as it deals with King Edmund, who was gravely ill and left no heirs, which of course gave us, the woman who was queen for a day. We've got some new magic items on the DM's Guild. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new 3D printer files. Those are definitely the kind of things that before you install them, you should check them for viruses and malwares. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 new free subclasses over on the DM's Guild. As always, if these are up every week on DM's Guild. If you're looking for free maps, there's at least 5 to 10 every week on DM's Guild. And if you're looking for new subclasses for 5e, there's usually 5 to 10 every week on DM's Guild. Just go to the DM's Guild, go to free, and you'll see these. So yeah, and these are all technically canon for 5th edition, sort of. Right now, DM's Guild and Wizards of the Coast are still hand in hand. Of course, that will change at the end of this year. But for now, all these subclasses are technically okay, according to the Wizards of the Coast DM's Guild cross-sharing magic. Moving on to bundles. We've got a bundle supplement over at Gizmo. This is $8 gets you 15 adventures, expansions, tools, and other stuff for Mork Borg. So if you're looking for even more Mork Borg stuff, we've got $8 worth of brand new collection of Mork Borg stuff. It's over on something called Gizmo. Is that Gizmodo? I don't know what that is. I've never heard of Gizmo. Maybe it's new. Let's check it. Oh, no, it's just Gizmo is just another name for Itch.io. Yeah, we don't deal with you, Itch.io, after you called me a Nazi. There's a huge bundle. This is the one I'm probably most excited about. $80 bundle of everything that was ever made for Ars Magica. 22 books for the game many consider the best fantasy role-playing game ever made that no one's ever heard of. Ars Magica, of course, if you're familiar with the movie or the book Dragon Slayer, Ars Magica. Ars Magica is the role-playing game that, Dragon Slayer is the movie that sort of inspires Ars Magica. If you want to see something that basically gives you the feeling of how the world of Ars Magica works, Dragon Slayer, the movie, is it. Even the creators of Ars Magica said so. So this is $80. It's available on the Atlas Game website. It's got all 22 4th edition Ars Magica books. Yeah. Bloat Games has collected a series of the Survive This Vigilante City OSR superhero game, who, as you know, is currently on my list of top 5 superhero role-playing games. It is another one that I think is close to being perfect. It could probably do with another rewrite. There are definitely parts of it that feel like when I went through it, like they were written by somebody who really didn't know comic book superhero role-playing games, but it's pretty damn close. So it's pretty damn close for good. And this is everything that Eric has made for Survive This so far. It's all available on the, I guess, Bloke Games website. Let's check to be sure. No, it's on drive-thru. I already have everything in this bundle, so I can highly recommend it. I'm a huge fan of Vigilante City, as you know. $20 gets you everything so far that's been made for Vigilante City. If you're looking for some maps for Cyberpunk or Shadowrun or Fallout or any other post-industrial type thing, here are 5 maps, full HD resolution, VTT, $32 for regular or $50 for high def. Or you could just go online and get maps for free. Just go online and do a search for, I don't know, building. And you can get maps for free. Yeah. Moon Toad Publishing has released a whole bunch of new stuff for the Cyphrius system, and includes everything that they've made for the Cyphrius system so far. The Cyphrius system RPG rule set, spacecraft design, vehicle design guide, and books for shopping. $34 gets you everything that has been made so far. Core rules for the Cyphrius engine, which, as we have just mentioned, is currently the system that the Traveler role-playing game is being set in. So, wow, Cyphrius definitely trying to be the new home of Traveler. And now the charity bundles. As always with these charities bundles, if I mention a charity, maybe just give the money directly to the charity unless it's a bundle of something I think you really need. And lately there hasn't been any of these that really stood out. So from Wizards of the Coast and D&D Beyond, we have a bundle called Misplaced Monsters Volume 1. It's a fundraiser for Extra Wish and children's hospitals. It's monsters that were created by kids based upon drawings. And it's also got some offerings like Minkskin Boo's Journal to Villainy, Domains of Delight, The Lost Laboratory of Kawalish. I think I have that one. And some others. It's $5. It's called Misplaced Bundles. And it goes to support Extra Life and children's hospitals in and around Seattle. So if you want to, get some new monsters and some other free stuff for $5 and help children's hospitals in Seattle and Extra Life in Seattle and, Wizards of the Coast. There you go. But it's Wizards of the Coast. So, as we know, Keith Fry, who is a very respected member of the Traveler community and the organizer of Traveler Con, passed away. There are several independent game creators who have joined together to make a bundle to help support Keith's family in this time of crisis. This bundle contains a ton of stuff for Traveler and other things for the Cyphrius engine. It's $30. It goes to cover any of the expenses that the family has acquired while dealing with Mr. Fry's passing. Of course, as always, our condolences go to the friends and families of Mr. Keith Fry during this time. And speaking of charities for members of our gaming community who have gone on fall times, of course, there is the Owen Steffens bundle is still going on. This one bundle is about 100 PDFs. It features games for 5e, 13th Age, Eclipse, Phase, Mutants and Mathminders, Pathfinder, both edition, and all the bunch of other companies that Mr. Steffens has worked on over the years. $35 is the first bundle. It features about 100 titles. All of it goes directly to cover Mr. Steffens' bills. And the second bundle has got 80 more titles. It's $35. It goes to cover the medical bills that Mr. Steffens has acquired. This includes stuff for Eclipse Phase, Icons, Mutants and Masterminds, Pathfinder 1 and 2, Shadow of the Demon Lord, etc. So you could do this and get the bundle, or if you don't want to spend that much money but still want to help the family out, you could just go directly to Mr. Steffens' own site or through the GoFundMe and give him however much you feel comfortable with. Before Shadowrun, before Battletech, before even the original Star Trek OPG, FASA Corporation has licensed supplements for Traveler. And now Bundle of Holding has a collection of many of these classic FASA adventures and source books for Traveler in an FASA Traveler bundle. That's right, for $10, you can get all sorts of stuff that were written way, way, way in the 70s and early 80s for Traveler. This is $10 as direct relief. It includes the Sky Raiders Adventure Trilogy and a whole bunch of other stuff for the original Traveler, written by the FASA Corporation, somehow found, resaved, rewritten, recreated, re-edited, and then put into this bundle for $10 for a ton of 1970s, 1980s Traveler goodness. Libra Gothica has released the bundle featuring the tabletop fantasy game Fellowship, where one player acts as the evil overlord NPCs who are trying to destroy the world. And then the player characters play heroes who are trying to save the world from the evil overlord. It runs on the Apocalypse engine, and it's basically a Dungeon World rewritten to be something different, because I guess they didn't want to associate with some of the writers of Dungeon World. So now it's called Fellowship, and it's basically just D&D. $10 gets you the entire bundle. It's direct relief, which means a small portion of it goes to the creators. So if you're a fan of the Apocalypse Engine fantasy, but don't want to get Dungeon World because of some of the issues that were a link to Dungeon World and one of the creators, this might be a good way to get that system without dealing with all the other trappings. So yeah, Fellowship, and get 4 books and 4 adventures for $10. If you're looking for some quick random generators, Larcenous Designs has released the Game Manager's Apprentice, a line of generated cards. So these are 3x5 cards. One side will have like a picture. The other side will have an adventure prompt. It's $8. Or you could go online and just go random adventure generator, random dungeon generator, and do the exact same thing for free. So yes, Gallant Games has a bundle of everything they've written so far for Teeny D6. This is $20. Again, it's direct relief. I'm not sure what the difference between a direct relief bundle is and a normal sale bundle, because the percentage of the sales is going to you either way. So yeah, but I guess it's something, probably taxes. So if you're a fan of Teeny D6 and you want to get everything that's ever been written for Teeny D6, $20 will get you the Teeny D6 core rulebook, Teeny Dungeons, Teeny Wasteland, Teeny Frontiers, Teeny Pirates, Teeny Gunslingers, Teeny Living Dead, Teeny Taverns, Teeny Mecha and Monsters, Teeny Cthulhu, Teeny Supers, Teeny Spies, and a campaign guide for all the Teeny D6 games for $20. Catalyst Games has released a bundle of all the BattleTech novels that they ever wrote. $18 gets you, I don't know how many of these there are, but it looks like at least 10, if not more, bundles that were written during the heyday of BattleTech. So yeah, did you know Catalyst Games wrote some novels and adventures set in the BattleTech universe? And this goes to support food banks across the nation. And that's all for this week's bundles. I've posted links to the one I likes down below. If any of these bundles sound like something you want to support, sure, check it out. Or, do the other things. And remember, in many of these cases, the Yars PDF, you're not getting anything serious. If you do open the PDFs, check them for viruses and other things first. And maybe, again, in case of the charities, just give the money directly to the charities, like Mr. Steffen's family, instead of going through a third party. Or not. I don't know. I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me. I'm the OG GM. If you appreciate this content, let me know. If you don't appreciate this content, let me know. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Help me hit 2,000 subs by the end of the year. And of course, support me. Buy my merch. Two brand new products up at Big Geek Emporium. So if you haven't had a chance to check them out yet, head on over to Big Geek Emporium and check out the 2 new things that I have posted over the weekend. Minions on a Mission, issue 12, and the 4th level of my Dungeon 23 Mega Dungeon are both available at Big Geek Emporium, both under $2. And I assure you, if you purchase them, I will not send Pinkerton detectives to your house. Till next time, have a great day.